So my name is Paul Bufton. I'm Vice President of Licensing and Business Development at Warner Brothers Consumer Products, and I left Norwich School in the summer of 1989. My career path really started when I graduated from Warwick. I studied French and Film Studies at Warwick after leaving Norwich School, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do after that and happened to happily fall into magazine publishing and particularly video games magazine publishing, and I was a writer, which was actually very hard to start with because it made me really think about how I use the English language, and then I moved from that into video games publishing, and I worked in PR and marketing. And then I made the big jump into the world of merchandising, the world of consumer products, working on originally the Star Wars franchise, and over the years I've worked at Lego and Mattel, and then for the last 8 years I've been working here at Warner Brothers Consumer Products. My role is very much, it's a general management role, and so I deal with our licensees, our license partners across the board, from finance and legal work all the way through to marketing and product development. So, the greatest reward is the fact it has a very broad scope. So I think Norwich School really set me on a very interesting path. I was very lucky to be in a particularly good year group, so I still have lots of friends, and I still feel a very strong sense of community with those friends, even though it's been a long time since I left school. And we were also very lucky to have some very influential teachers at the time. In particular, Humphrey Bedford Payne was very instrumental in my choice of French as a subject, and ultimately going on to do French at university. I was very lucky to also study with John Walker, and he really taught me a strong sense of creativity and embracing the arts, more so than any other teacher. But I think really fundamentally it allowed me to be confident in my own ability, and that I could effectively take on the world and do what I wanted to do in the world, and that was the most important lesson for me.